Hi everyone, Petra here. It's good to see you again after such a long break. And I thought it'd be really useful to give you some ideas about how to get ready for coming back to classes. It's just a few more weeks, and I'm assuming you're all very stiff like I am. This whole experience has been so disconcerting, discombobulating. All our routines are out. Generally, I don't know about all your scenarios, but assuming we're all quite stiff and out of shape and out of practice, I've been doing a few things that have been just keeping my hand in, and I thought I'd share them with you so that you can do just 5 minutes here and there just to reinvigorate and remember all those parts of our bodies that we forget when we're not focused on our yoga or on other forms of exercise. So the first thing I've noticed feels really weak after a break is the wrists in yoga. They get a nice strength and workout in a yoga practice, so really give yourselves a nice wrist warm up. So you can just start by some nice big circles that we normally do in class, and really give the time to this area, because this is where we would do quite a lot of our weight bearing. And actually it bodes really well for our wrists in the future because they get such a good workout and such a good strengthener. But normally, if we're not used to bearing weight on them, they get weak very quickly. So just some circles, incorporate the fingers. We did that dialing out and back. You can really feel that then going up into the forearm. And you can do this one just to give it a little bit more. Other way too. And then this is the other way actually, sorry. So you've got the lifting of the fingers and the down. Okay, and if you, one thing I've been doing is coming to hands and knees and doing some movements, and then you get a workout for the wrists anyway, a warm up for the wrists. So you can also just come down. Warm them up if you've got particularly sensitive wrists. Otherwise, just come to all fours, and this is where I've been spending a lot of time. Just literally staying on all fours to feel the weight through the hands. Notice where the strongest sensation is. Notice if you feel a weakness through the hands. And just squeeze out the fingers so that they're maximum stretched. And just start to make some really small circles over the hands. So if you imagine the centre of your chest as a point, and you're just making circles on the mat beneath you. And as I always say, nice to close the eyes to help you feel the effect of this on the bones, muscles, ligaments. And then the other way, also saying hi to the knees and hips. Super nice and easy way of just feeling your way back in, maybe to quite a changed body. And then tuck the toes, and we just gently turn the wrists round, bring them closer to you if they're more sensitive, and this is stretching the forearms as well as the fingers and wrists. And we're just going to really ease gently back into our practice, little side to sides here, really enjoying these sort of, as I say, ventilating these areas that maybe have got a little bit dusty, been a bit unloved. Okay, so really nice for the wrist there. Already, if you're like me, you may be feeling that in the wrist. That's not normal to have this much weight in the wrist. So if that's the case, just come back and give yourselves a little bit of a rest through the wrist there. And you can also make an effort to lift away from the wrist to take less weight through the hands. And then we'll do the spines. We do our cat-cows. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, and a nice variation on this. This is articulating the spine front and back. And then we're also going to remember our side body. So you can just move your right ribs over as you look over your left shoulder and the other side. So sort of moving your torso through space in one plane. And just feel your way. Maybe you just want to do a couple of these, a bit more. Everything really slow. Another nice one that I've been doing, just barreling the belly around as if you've got a stick through your middle and you're just rotating around it. I just had quite a funny image of a pig on a spit, which probably isn't the best image, but you know what I mean. And here we're getting the side body, the front, the back, either way. And again, just really thinking about the distribution of weight in our hands and wrists. Okay, and that will probably be enough. And then from here, just child's pose, take your time. In this first child's pose, reach your hands forwards in front of you in prayer and just get a nice starter stretch through the shoulders, which is also another stiff area. And just wiggle around, get a feeling for where your breath is most felt. This might be strongest in for you in your hips or definitely through the shoulders. And then just to deepen that stretch to the shoulders, move the hands forward, bring your hips over your knees roughly and just feel your way. So what I'm really wanting you to focus on is to not, rather than copy me or even the instructions, feel your shoulders. See if you can find a way to stretch them appropriately for you. Not too much, not too little. And just allowing the opening to happen. Releasing any sense of control. So that's really nice, coming back to all fours. And then the side body is an area where I feel very particularly stiff because that doesn't get a look in. So what we were doing last time is bringing the right foot out to the side, tucking it under, and then the left leg comes up and you start to create this opening down the side. So focus first on your foundation, so the right knee and right hand, making sure that you've got the weight where you want it in the right hand, and then lifting up and over through the left side. It feels really good. And you can just explore here, moving that left hand through space. Breathing new space, breathing stretch into that left side, and you can then start to naturally do some circles with the hand to aerate the shoulder joint. Feels really good. Allowing gravity to massage you, and then maybe the other way. Okay, same on the other side. Super easy, simple movements. And this is really helping you, rather than just thinking about the parts of your stretching, you're also thinking about your weight distribution and remembering how to be kind to yourself. Okay, back to sitting. So we've done the shoulders, we've done the side body there, we've done the spine nice and warmed up. And then just for the last few minutes of your remembering, your practice, come to your back. So this is very, very lacking in strain, so it's really pleasurable to do any time of day. And then for here, we're just going to do the knees up. We've done this in class, and just take our little figure of 8. So one circle of the 8 is going over the right pelvis, and then you're crossing over at the spine around about the sacrum, and then the circle on the left side. I just love that. It maybe you need to bring your knees further forward for it to be comfortable. Tiny little numbers of 8s or bigger. And basically this is just helping you to press out any tension in the lower bones of the back and the muscles. And from here I just like to squeeze one knee in, stretch the other leg out. And just explore that, straightening the leg, pointing the toes, flexing the toes, pointing the toes. And again, the ankles get a lot of attention in yoga, so just some real nice articulations there. And the same on the other side. So this is just bliss. There's absolutely no pressure, no strain, just remembering. That's how that feels. I forgot about that. And then I love to bring the knees up to the side, grab the toes. If you've got straps or two ties or rope or whatever, just see if you can reach your big toe and just let the gravity push the soles of your feet down. And this is really nice, and I do like to go side to side. Just open up the pelvis. So you can see we're sort of working down the body. Shoulders, spine, side body, pelvis. Okay, that's about it there. Take a few more moments if you love to lie with your knees up, really good for the back. Just putting some gentle pressure through the vertebra there. And then you can come to a forward bend. And again, let that be a sort of yin style where the legs can do whatever, the hands hang down, and you just remember what that feels like. No big ask here for the back of the legs, just come to comfortable sensation and breathe. And I don't know about you, but I've really missed back bending. Back bending opens the front of the body and is really, really healthy and feels really good. So the easiest back bend you can do is just to again lie on your back, push the pelvis up, re-establish your shoulders, and just explore how high you can get your pelvis. It may be that you can even put your hands under. This is quite a lot, but you can try. Or a block if you've got it. Or just stay with the hands underneath you. And a lot of your bum and back body are pressing you up here, so it's also strong there. So to focus on the back, lift the rib cage and bring the shoulder blades together and increase more of the bend in the back and spread that load so that your weight's coming more towards your shoulders, and then gently lower back down. Good, and that's about it. That's just a 5-minute, 10-minute remembering to get you in the mood and get your body a little bit prepared for what's to come. But as I said before, we'll be really, really gently going into it. In fact, one thing I've taken away from this whole lockdown pandemic is to be gentler and kinder than ever. That's just what I've personally needed, so that will be what I'll be enjoying to teach you, more restorative, sweeter and smaller rather than bigger and stronger. So I look forward to seeing you very much. I hope that that's inspired you to get back in to your body and see how everything's doing, have a bit of an inventory. Okay, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Namaste.